Astrology Corner, and this is your energetic reading for Saturday, May 14th. So it's the day after we had a pretty big energy shift, and so we're going to be critically taking a look at what that energy source meant to us, and we're going to really want to decipher some of the messages that came forth during that cycle. So today, the moon, which is going to be in Virgo, is going to be conjunct Jupiter, which is in Virgo, from about 6 a.m. until the rest of the day. So Jupiter's direct, thank goodness, and it's going to be expanding the way that we feel. And when it's in Virgo, it can either expand the way that we analytically take a look at our emotions, the rituals, the habits, the routine, the way that we maintain balance in an emotional decision, in an emotional state. It can expand opportunity and growth, so it can help us have enough emotional momentum to attach to making a decision to move away from a poor coping method, or from a decision, or from a habit, or a ritual, or routine, or it could really redefine that moment. What I think is important to understand is that the energy is involved in this beautiful, harmonious flow of energy, however. So what I believe is beautiful, Jupiter being involved in this, my computer all of a sudden is just not wanting to focus there. What I think is really amazing is that Jupiter involved in this harmonious flow of energy pushes you away from something that I think kind of cycles you into a thought process, or maybe something that you're idealizing, that you become much more practical and grounded in the way that you look at it. There's definitely a logical component to this energy, but there's also a component where we take a look at the stability and longevity of what we're attaching to in this energy today. So today, the Sun in Taurus is going to be conjunct Mercury, and it's going to be conjunct with Venus still. And so what we're aligning with, what we desire is to be valued, is to be compensated, both probably emotionally, tangibly, and intangibly. We're desiring to decipher the past and the way that we would think about or idealize some of the things that we valued, or who we valued, or what we valued, why we even valued them. We're really in this critical analysis. This is energy that can expand us and get us lost in our head. It can expand our minds. There's two different directions this can go. Supremely harmonious. I want to take action. You know what? It's almost like I'm here. I want to be there. In the past, I was there, reflective. And so, you know what? I know how to get there, because if I'm reflecting, this is what I had to do. This is the habit, the ritual, the routine I needed to do to get there. For some of you in a really positive state, this is the emotional momentum, the emotional desire, the emotional commitment. To me, there's a commitment in this energy to a mindset. That's positive. Negative is that Jupiter can start to go in here and quincunx Saturn and square off with Saturn and square off with Mars, and Venus can quincunx Saturn. So the past definitely has the ability to influence the way that we're interpreting the future. It is very easy for you in all of this reflective energy to recall parts in your life where you were hypersensitive to the pain that you suffered through. Sometimes when we get in this energy, Jupiter can expand a thought process, for sure. That thought process, that habitual thought process, could be, I don't deserve to get what I value. I don't deserve to desire that level. You know, you're gonna be weighing things out. This energy to me feels very much like you're idealizing something that you're not being entirely realistic about. It's definitely from the past. When we look back at the past, we often recall the idealistic side of the past. We don't remember, like, I know in the past I've idealized partners that I've lost. And then when I get, you know, like if they were to ever resurface in my life, which many of you are having these karmic lessons resurface, or this, you know, this, these people resurface in your life. For some of you, this is, habitual ways that you think are resurfacing. All this stuff is resurfacing. And it's aligning you a little bit, you know, when you see this extreme and what's being, what's resurfacing, what we can do is idealize, and then we recall the pain. Today's a day where we kind of recall probably these painful life lessons. Gosh, do I really want that thing from my past? Because, oh my gosh, it used to cause me this much pain. I just remembered. Like, I was idealizing it for a second. And now I'm like, whoa, wait a minute. I recall how, you know, that person used to make me feel, or that person, how they didn't value me, or how I didn't get what I ever wanted. They always were telling me that I would eventually get what I wanted, but in the end, I never ever got what I wanted. And so you could recall that, and that's kind of a painful cycle. So don't idealize in this energy whatsoever. I mean, if you are recalling anything, you be honest, and you look at the negative. I'm sorry, I don't know why I can't get my. You look at the negative and the positive side of this issue, because I guarantee you, I believe that there's more to this recollection process than you realize right now. Today we still have a beautiful harmonious flow of energy in Earth. If you are attaching to something that makes you feel bad, guess what? That's not harmony. That's not longevity. That's not stability. If you feel sad, stop. Because that's a habitual way of thinking. A methodical thought process has been ingrained. Maybe it's unhealthy. Maybe it's not even in balance. Maybe you're not even recalling it correctly. So if you feel bad, stabilize yourself. Do not make any decisions. This sounds so simple, but it works. Go to the yard and garden store and go get lost in all the flowers. Go pot some plants, put your hand in some earth, attach to earth energy. You don't got time for all that crap. If you've lived through it once, why the hell are you living through it again? You don't got to. Like, you know what? If it's resurfacing, if you need to learn this lesson again, Saturn's there protecting you. Saturn's got it. Saturn won't allow, it'll flip up an obstacle faster than you know what to do with, to make sure that you can't move forward because you're veering off. You're protected by Saturn. Saturn's a little butthead, but if it's one thing we can count on, if we're going off in the wrong path, Saturn will redirect us. And it's very reflective right now. It's very caught up in the karmic lesson that you need to learn from this specific point in your life. There is a lot of love. There is a lot of compassion from the universe for what you've been through. You get released from these cycles that no longer serve you. You're going to work through them. These are hard cycles. I'm not going to say they don't come with a price. I feel like a lot of people are mentally exhausted and overwhelmed by the reflection process. It is very draining, heavy energy. When you have this many planets in reflective energy, guys, it's a difficult time period. And what it's doing is then what happens is when you have this really heavy burden of recollection, 5 planets in retrograde, It lowers your energy. You sleep a lot more. You sleep. Sleep. Stay in. Hibernate. You deserve it. You know what? That's how you receive. You are a receiver in this energy. You are not to make big decisions right now. You're a receiver. Receive the messages. Go through the recollection process. Recall everything. Don't idealize anything. That would be my best advice for you right now, because there's a gift of a harmonious flow of energy. And if you simply cannot tear yourself out of this habitual Virgo, critical, then you start taking it out on yourself, then you start overanalyzing everything and every mistake you've ever made, and it gets super heavy and painful. F that, sugar daddy. Like, less than go dig in some dirt. Go walk in the forest. Go sit by a lake. Go, I don't care if it's monsooning where you are and you can't possibly do what I'm saying, then you stick on a YouTube video with nature sounds. I don't care what you have to do, but you get caught up in this Earth Trine and you choose to be a receiver. Not somebody who gets lost in the critical analysis of all of this. You are not, this is a deciphering process. This is a broadening. The Sagittarius new moon is going to help decipher and help you see the big picture of this very critical time right now, this reflective cycle. Let it expand you in the correct direction. Anyhow, guys, thank you so much for watching Annette's Astrology Corner, and I look forward to talking to you guys again tomorrow.